Hey guys, Wayne Fillmore here. So I was on my Facebook page a couple minutes ago and a video popped up on my timeline that I decided to watch. And it just so happens that this video was a preview for a movie that is soon to be released that is going to be once again glorifying coonery, foolery, and black people acting exactly how the rich and powerful want us to act like niggas. We are expecting once again another movie out of the tons of other movies that portray black people as either slaves or as hood rats. And it just boggles my mind how black people once again are taking the bait, are falling for the same crap they've been falling for the last 2 decades. And they're going to run their kids and themselves to this movie that glorifies the one thing that they keep on complaining about: black people murdering other black people, black people doing harm and injustice to other black people. And when I looked at the comments for this video, I wasn't surprised because let's be real, most people in general in America are retarded, they're stupid. And it doesn't shock me to find that many of my fellow Americans are libertarians and libtards, and they justify a movie that is really unjustifiable. There are better ways at dealing with situations than murdering someone and taking somebody's life. But of course, when you live in the hood, which I do live in the hood, by the way, and I've never had to do anything as extreme as like break into somebody's house or beat somebody's head in or do any violent acts like that. I've been living where I live at right now for the last about 15 years, and I've never had to do anything like that to get quote unquote respect. I'm a high school science teacher. Um, I would like to think that I'm very intellectual. I spend my days studying theology, philosophy, science, etc. And I still hang out with my boys at the end of the day. I go out, I chill, and I do regular boy stuff, regular guy stuff. And I live in the hood, and I've been living here for a while, and I didn't have to do any of the things that this movie is saying that you need to do in order for you to be a man. The Bible says that it was Paul actually who wrote this. He said, "When I was a boy, I thought like a boy, I behaved like a boy. But when I became a man, I put childish things behind me." And movies that glorify this type of crap is teaching our young boys that in order for you to be a man, you need to do more boyish acts. Men don't go around handling problems by just murdering people and taking people out like ISIS. Men do not go around taking out a gun every chance they get because somebody disagrees with them or hurts their feelings. We're actually pushing effeminate masculinity or a perverted type of masculinity onto our boys where they look like men and they sound like men and they have the appearance of men, but deep down inside they act like little girls. What's the first thing a girl does when she doesn't get her way? Well, she starts arguing with you. Then what happens after she starts arguing with you? She'll start pulling hair and scratching and etc. But because these boys are still physically boys, they're not going to scratch and pull hair. They're going to punch and pull out a gun. So they look like men and they have the appearance of men, but the way they respond to situations, they do it in a way that is 100% feminine. And so they're boys or men on the outside, but on the inside, they are scared little girls. And we as Americans, we as black people, we need to teach our kids how to respond to situations better than they do. And I know a lot of black people love to take every situation and problem and blame it on the white man and blame it on the government. But we got to grow some balls. We got to pick up some books. We got to use our brains, reason together, And we have to come to a better way to resolve our issues than just picking up guns and being violent. I mean, that is not how you solve every single problem. Sure, there are situations where we do need to respond with war and somewhat righteous violence, but every situation does not deem for you to pick up a gun, spray some bullets, and take somebody's life. I mean, I would like to believe that God gave us the gift of using language for a reason. And it also seems like in the hood, people are not good at communicating things to one another. They're not good with communicating. The only way they really can get a point across is through fear. And that's not really a way how you get a message out at all. I'm going to show this preview to you guys because I've been talking for a while. But remember what I told you and just look at this preview. And like I said, it's glorifying coonery, foolery, and niggas acting like niggas. And I'm tired of it. The only time you see an all black cast in a movie is when they're either slaves or when they're acting like niggas, when they're acting like hood rats. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing my people over and over and over again being at the bottom of the intellectual precipice. It's sad. And not all black people are like this, but I'll be real. A lot of them are. I want to share this video with you guys.
Sometimes I wish I had a spaceship. Just hang out in space where it's quiet. And no one can mess with me. I'm from East Bay. Those are my best friends. We do everything together.
Girl, can't you see me in the studio?
You in a closet with your fat ass.
Sometimes it feel like everybody cooler than me. Maybe because I'm small. Can't play pickup. Can't pull no girls.
Hey. Will Smith's son looking little boy. Come here. These cost more than your life. Those is tight.
Right. Where'd you get your shoes?
Damn.
What up, boys? We got some shoes for you. Give me them shit. Yo, let it go.
Hey, yo!
Whoa!
When you see Buck, I'll tell him I'm looking for him.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Watch him.
It's my nephew. That's what you coming for.
Look, looking for Flacco.
You such a man now. Go and be a man. You got a problem, you gotta handle your business yourself.
You slide with us tonight, you'll run into him. What? You scared?
Chin up, chest out when it's flame time.
You got a gun now?
Can be a man if I let another claim mine.
I ain't time for your shit.
They cross the line.
Maybe I was wrong about you.
They cross the line. Sometimes I wish I could hang out in space where it's quiet.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And so, as you guys can see in the trailer, it's glorifying nothing but niggas acting like hood rats, and I'm tired of it. You are not a man because you pick up a gun and you can shoot somebody. You are not a man because you can steal somebody's sneakers. You're not a man because you can necessarily fight back. You're a man because you put childish things behind you. And doing things like that are what little boys do. You want to be a man? Pick up a book, get an education, go get married, raise a family, and raise kids of your own. That's what being a man is all about. But it seems like in our little black society, we don't know anything about that because most of us don't have fathers. Thank God I had a father in my life to teach me right from wrong. But I'll tell you what, even if I didn't, people inherently know right and wrong in their heart. You know it's wrong to go and murder somebody. You know it's wrong to take things from me that's not yours. You don't need anybody to install these values on you. And unfortunately, if you don't have that moral compass inside of you, that just means you are morally and intellectually broken because you're a jackass. I wonder how many black people are going to go watch this movie, pay Hollywood millions and millions of dollars for this production, go back home, and the same thing they watched on a movie screen that installs violence, hatred, and crime into our youth. I'm just waiting for those same exact scenes that these people watched in a movie theater to come to life right before their eyes. And the events they just watched take place on screen happen to their little boys and girls in real life. I am just waiting for something like this to happen to somebody for real. Because in the long run, the only reason why this keeps on happening is because black people keep on supporting it. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm tired of this. Unfortunately, uh, not one man is going to change the world today, but hopefully I will be able to do so in the future. If you guys have been watching this video, subscribe, click the like button down below. If you liked it, share this video around. And as always, good luck and good night. And remember, you are not a man because you can pick up a gun, beat somebody's head in, or take somebody's shoes. You are a man because at one point in time you thought like a child, you acted like a child, and hopefully you've gotten to the point where now those childish things are behind you and you are now mature. All right, guys. Talk to you all soon.